Good afternoon. I am having a coffee, as you can see. I give a great deal of thought to spiritual things. I read the Bible. I believe the Bible. I've believed the Bible for many years. But even now, at my age, I still find that I am learning. A long time ago, a pastor of mine was doing a children's address, and sometimes adults get more out of the children's address than the children do. Anyway, this particular pastor told the children that we were learners. They were learners, the children. We, the adults, were learners, and he thought that even in heaven we'd still be learners. And I thought that's a good attitude to have. Humility, be a learner. And I've endeavoured to try to do that all my life. You may argue you've not always been successful, George, but I do try. And I still find I'm learning. When I look around me now and I see the woke culture, or the cancel culture, or the things about racism and so forth, what if they're not individual things? What if they're coordinated? What if in the spiritual realm the devil's running a government and he's got all sorts of cabinets all around the world, and they're all putting forward all these ideas to influence mankind into being racist, into thinking more of himself than he does, than he really should. And I've reached the conclusion, yes, that's exactly what's going on. When Daniel was praying for something, the answer to the prayer was delayed by 3 weeks, because when the angel finally arrived, he said he had to wrestle with the powers and principalities for 3 weeks in order to get to Daniel. And I think that's going on all the time. When we pray, we might not get the answers to our prayers immediately, and sometimes that's because there is a war going on, and we are part of that war. Anyway, I'm just more conscious of it now than I've ever been before. And we all need to be conscious of this. In fact, we need to be getting out there and proclaiming the gospel all the more. I think that the church in the West is failing to do that. Because if you look at statistics, numbers are dropping. I think the real church is holding up. But we need to be more faithful. We need to get the word out there so people hear us. We're up against things that never used to be. You're up against postmodernism. That's another thing that's come from the spiritual realm. What's true for you is not true for me. There isn't a sort of objective truth anymore. Now there is, but people don't believe that. If they say, that's true for you, it's not true for me, I don't want to hear it. I believe what I believe and you believe what you believe. That's postmodernism for you. And I don't think you can necessarily reason them out of it. I've started looking at particular videos by people who I've come to respect, who talk about these issues, or read books about these issues, so that I'm equipped for when these things come up. And they're often there by implication. So we need to be praying for the salvation of everyone, of the world. When we watch the news, we need to be praying about the situations that we see, because there are people who are really, really suffering. At the moment, as I'm recording this, everybody knows about Afghanistan, and I don't detract from that because it's terrible. But what about the things that don't get into the news, that are going on all the time? Let's have a heart for the world, and let's do what we can. And let's praise Jesus all the more. Let's make him known. Because the more he's known, the better.